Hi guys, welcome to the channel. General love reading for my friends Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for July 2021. As always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you resonate, let us know, like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the support. So guys, we are going for a Celtic cross, but first let's pull a couple of cards from this smaller deck. Let's see what we can get for you. Alright, this one. Clock, need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress. And bottom of the deck, I like you. Well, someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date. Well. Let's see what the tarot has to say about these energies. Cancer, July 2021. And we are ready. So, current situation, guys. 5 of Swords, the challenge. 3 of Wands, crowning energy, 9 of Wands, core of the situation, 7 of Wands, past energies, Page of Cups, future energies, the Fool, approach to the situation, Queen of Swords, energies around you, King of Wands, hopes and fears, the Tower, well, a fear for sure, possible outcome, 6 of Swords. Bottom of the deck we have the Devil. Guys, the Devil can be an energy about excesses. It can be the other side of the coin if we think about the Lovers. It's about patterns, basically. Behaviors or ways of doing things that can go from 0 to 100 in the snap of the fingers, and they can create problems. It can be an influence when it comes to 5 of Swords interactions, and maybe some of you are called to leave behind or to avoid. I would say avoid connections that are ego-driven. Now, it is fair to say that because of the Fool and because of the King of Wands and the Queen of Swords, some of you may recognize an interaction as a source of interest. But we have a waiting indeed in the challenge position, which goes along with the Clock Oracle card. Time is an important factor. We cannot rush it, because there is also a time to heal, which makes sense if we consider the 9 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. So basically, if you have gone through love connections that didn't work or didn't go according to expectations because of unbalanced interactions that were a source of discomfort, these opportunities may have presented to your attention Tower moments, let's say. And so that's why the Tower in the hopes and fears is about what if another Tower moment comes back, manifests itself. And if you have dealt with ego-driven partners before, now you are super cautious. The 5 of Swords for me is an ego-driven energy, because the man with all the swords is the typical individual that wants to have the last word only for the pleasure to do so, when in reality it doesn't truly matter, but it's just to please their ego. These persons, those that are caught up in this mindset, they just want to please their ego. They want to win arguments, they want to prove a point, because then they are satisfied. But they are involved in clouded interactions, the clouded sky. They can even twist words, and this can create discomfort. That's why the people surrounding the man At some point, because the pattern is playing out over and over, they can decide to remove from the situation, leaving the man behind, stay alone, whatever you say, and talk about the satisfaction, which is, in some sense, a factor when it comes to the devil. There is a pattern, and the pattern keeps going until one of the two persons gets it right and breaks free from the situation, which is indeed a prison, considering the Eight of Swords, prison of the mind, feeling stuck. The challenge is to fulfill the Three of Wands, completely different on an energy level, spiritual vibration. It's about expectations. What do I want to achieve? I am ready to aim high. This man has set his intentions in a very clear way. He has thrown them out into the universe, counting on the fact that the universe will deliver on his wishes, but he is also ready to put in the work, the effort, in order to facilitate the higher level of manifestation. It requires time. All right, we know that. We need to be able to make the best out of it. And he is waiting for the sun and for the ships to come in. So happiness, fulfillment, satisfaction. This is important. And I love to see the Seven of Wands, guys, because this is a brave stand that is about protecting virtues, values, and aspirations. The Nine of Wands that we see is about someone that has gone through challenges, the wounded warrior, but someone that has found a way to power through, learning quite a lot about himself and about the journey. And of course, the defenses are up for protection. It's perfectly fair. It's understandable. We are cautious when it comes to new interactions. That's why the Seven of Wands, core of the situation, these two energies go along. I have been tested by the journey, but despite the difficulties and the adversities, I have learned quite a lot. Now I am wiser. I am more aware. I can spot if something does not resonate with my expectations, and so my defenses are spot on. This man is willing to stand up and tall in order to protect something that is super important, extremely meaningful for him, from external factors. This can be requests, opinions. Do you want to do that? Do you want to do this other thing? They can be interactions even. But there is an approach that is kinda justified by a clarity that you may have gotten because of previous experiences. Now, in order to embrace the Fool as an energy, you will pay a lot of attention to how an interaction unfolds. And if there is the opportunity to evaluate that you like a person or vice versa, it will be because of the fact that you have paid the necessary attention to the factors that are important for you. And this is, in some sense, a proof, a demonstration of the ability to respect the factors that are important for a person. In the past, the Page of Cups, guys, can be what some of you may have looked for in order to ignite a connection, because this is a sweet act of kindness, a sweet gesture of love. It can be awkward and goofy, as I usually say about the pages, because for me it's a fresh energy and they are so young that they need to go through the experiences in order to raise their level. They still deserve attention because they may have something important to say, to share, or to offer. But it's kind of like a simple act of kindness that can go a long way. And this can be considered as the token that some of you have looked for. Maybe the expectation was not matched by the previous partners, the persons that may have been by your side. But again, there is a learning curve involved in the journey for all of us. and we just need to take notice of the important lessons that can allow us to move forward with more confidence compared with the previous stages of the adventure. The Fool, after all, is willing to do that because first and foremost we are embracing a new stage. The Fool is ready to go all out on an adventure, pursuing new horizons, ready to go new places, to learn new things so that he can be better and better. He is also willing to travel light, so releasing the burdens of the past, even if it was characterized by challenges or even disappointments. There is a leap of faith, and the leap of faith can be about a new connection that can truly involve some type of conversation that goes with I like you. I am interested in getting to know you better and better, and vice versa, of course. It's a lovely interaction. It can resonate with a Page of Cups. Page of Cups token can be something along the lines of an I like you. And so the Fool is a leap of faith. It can be in favor of a connection between two royal figures like the two that we see involved. Approach to the situation can be your energy. I love the Queen of Swords, brilliant mind. She is perfectly able to power through the challenges, displaying a maturity and a wisdom that can be razor sharp. She can swing the Ace of Swords with great comfort and grace. She is able to convey precise messages. That's why the Brave stand. I will not settle for something that works against my virtues and values. If an interaction is influenced by the Five of Swords, the Queen will call the interaction out. And on the other hand, a Queen of Swords is so focused on the factors that can play a role around her that can truly notice a King of Wands energy. Now, I know that the Wands are energies about passion, desire, a fiery approach. We can agree, but for me, it's more on the matching of frequencies and energies. And a King of Wands can be the type of person that can truly represent a source of interest for a Queen of Swords, and vice versa, because there is a knowing. Maybe it is manifested in slightly different ways, but the King of Wands is about leadership, charisma, setting the example. He is ready to jump off the throne in order to pursue goals that are meaningful, goals that can ignite a spark within his heart. And a Queen of Swords may like that because in some sense it's a way to fulfill expectations, granting effort in favor of the process. Basically, romance is blooming is the point about this interaction. Hopes and fears, guys, the Tower. What didn't work before? Because maybe solid foundations were lacking. I usually say that we should not be afraid by the Tower by default, and I stand by the evaluation, because the Tower can be the path to the star, not just something that crumbles down. Of course, it's a revolutionary change. It's a massive shift on an energy level. But the Tower can be a divine intervention. It can be a blessing in disguise. And the opportunity to release devilish, Eight of Swordish, Five of Swordish interactions, despite how challenging they can be a blessing in disguise. It's a test, it's an adversity, but powering through, we can make space for something more auspicious. The fear is to face once again a tower moment, but a Queen of Swords will spot if a situation can be a source of risks. And on the other hand, she can realize if a situation does not involve factors that can be red flags. Powering through the challenges of the past can be the key to unlock wishes, going for the star, powering through the tower. And after all, in the possible outcome, we get an energy about moving forward. It's very quiet because the Six of Swords is about leaving behind rough waters, which can be about the Five of Swords, for example, in order to move towards scenarios that are more peaceful, more in alignment with wishes and desires, or aspirations and expectations. And this is the ability to keep going without making a fuss about anything. If we encounter a Five of Swords individual along the way, thanks but no thanks. I have no time for these type of interactions. I am looking and trying to manifest something bigger, something better, something more fulfilling. It may take a little bit of time, alright. I am cool with that. I can handle the situation because in the meantime I can still improve myself. I can learn something new so that when the interaction that I was looking for comes, I am ready to embrace a leap of faith, because I know that I may like a person and vice versa, because the two of us were looking for the same type of partnership. Need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, which makes sense, and progress. Then an interaction comes. Someone likes you and vice versa. Romance is blooming, fun, flirting, the pleasure to interact with each other and share moments together. Want to date? Let's start. Let's establish the foundations of a new connection. So it is, after all, quite an example of the learning curve of the journey. This is encouraging. Let's see where these energies are going, guys. I hope that I made myself clear and this was helpful. I'll continue on Vimeo. See you there if you want to join me. The link is below. If you resonate, let us know. Leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I wish you the best, guys. Take very good care of you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.